Hey everybody, Kenny Hawk from the MCM team. Happy Turkey Day to those of you in the USA. We are going to be doing a What I'm Thankful For tier list like we used to do in the good old days on Thanksgiving in Marvel Champions Nim. So I'm doing it a little bit different this year. What I'm going to do is for each hero, I'm going to make them thankful for a specific aspect. And it's going to be the aspect that shores up that hero's weakness. In theory, I'll use this then to build my December deck lists that will release on that first Monday in December, because I'm going to be trying to build some solo decks, and a lot of times in solo, you need to shore up a hero's weakness. Now, caveat, this is my opinions, it's not prepared. I'm doing this ad hoc on Thanksgiving night after I've gotten all the family to bed, so we'll see where I end up. Another caveat, some heroes' weaknesses, Doctor Strange, are a lot smaller than other heroes' weaknesses. So, take it for a grain of salt if I have to assign them an aspect to be thankful for. Some of them would be fine with 25 basic cards. In fact, there's an entire YouTube channel on that. Not mine, but someone else's. All right, let's get underway with the Marvel Champions core set. So first here we have Spider-Man. Spider-Man is got a really cool ally. And he doesn't need a lot of defending or chump blocking from leadership or protection, so I think those kind of tailor into his strengths. I think he really struggles in thwart, and he can kind of struggle in minion control. I'm going to put him under thwart because without minions showing up, he can really struggle because he has that base, really horrible thwart, and his thwart attachment requires a minion to be in play. Now, minions can also be difficult for him if a lot of swarmed minions come out, but if they have low enough health, hopefully Black Cat can help out. You can always web kick and do a basic attack. So we're going to say Spider-Man is super thankful for the justice aspect. Alright, moving on to Captain Marvel, and she's tough. She's got card draw, she's fine blocking, she's probably fine dealing with minions, lots of different attacks between Phonetic Blast and all sorts of other things. Does okay in Justice. We've got our Crisis Interdiction, probably one of our weaker aspects. I would say Justice or Protection. I think I'm actually going to put her in Protection because I think her defending ability is a little bit low. She does have some self-healing, so it's going to synergize okay with her because she can use that energy rechannel if she wants to absorb extra attacks. But it should be something like she's got enough firepower, she's got enough thwart in her kit that what she really needs is some sustainability. So Captain Marvel is super thankful for the Protection aspect. Moving right along, let's go to Black Panther. Black Panther can do it all. Energy daggers, get all those minions. Need to thwart, we got our Vibranium suit. And a base 2 thwart. Not Vibranium suit, Tactical Genius. Need to heal, we've got our Vibranium suit. And we have an amazingly strong ally in Shuri. So Black Panther he's like a really good jack of all trades characters. I'm definitely not going to say he's thankful for aggression, because once he gets his Panther suits up, he is just rip-roaring and ready to go. Justice I can see, because I think Tactical Genius is the thing I pick the least going into Black Panther. I'm going to go with Justice. I think his Tactical Genius is the suit or the Wakanda upgrade, Black Panther upgrade that I choose the least. For that reason, I think he could use a little bit of help in the thwarting departments. Alright, next we've got Iron Man. With his amazing thwart and ability to ready, Justice is definitely not a problem. Same goes for aggression. We've got a ton of great attack events and some gauntlets that can just ping things away. Protection and leadership. I'm going to put Iron Man in the leadership aspect for his what could support him the most, what he's thankful for. I think Iron Man does best when he can stay down for a few turns, but that can be really hard to do as threat starts to mount on the main scheme. So instead, Iron Man is going to rely on allies while he's building his tech upgrade arsenal and then flip in and save the day. So Iron Man, super thankful for leadership. Alright, She-Hulk. She-Hulk is going to be super thankful for justice. She-Hulk needs to flip, and we might see a common theme here with flipping heroes, but flipping means threat is getting placed. She-Hulk can deal with the minions. She can deal with her giant health pool, making it so protection is the big issue for her. And allies is another way of getting justice in alter ego mode, but a real expensive one, and for a 4-hand size hero character, that doesn't always work out. So we're going to go with She-Hulk being super thankful for justice. Alright, let's go through wave 1. We're not going to particularly do them in order, because I don't know what I'm going to say for Captain America yet. Black Widow is super not thankful for justice, because she does all that on her own. Similarly with protection, she's got some pretty amazing synergies there. I think I'm going to put Black Widow down here in leadership. She kind of has this split thing that could help her, and she does flip. So even though she has confusion in kit, actually, you know what? I take it back. She needs help with aggression. She's got things that can take care of minions, but they aren't great. Dance of Death is a thing you could use. If that minion has Retaliate, sorry for your life. I think Black Widow needs the most help, and is the most thankful for the aggression aspect. Note, there is no pool aspect in here, because no one is thankful for the pool aspect except for pool players. Alright, that was a joke. I like the pool aspect a lot. Thor. Thor is super thankful for the aggression aspect, but he does that mighty well himself as the mighty Thor. I'm going to put him down here in the leadership aspect. I think if you look at Thor's weaknesses, a lot of it is ramp and setting up. If he wants to be at his optimal, he wants to get Asgard in play, and to do that, he's got to use his hammer as a resource a couple times, which requires going to alter ego form. So I think just like Iron Man, Thor can have a really successful deck where he builds himself up by relying on allies at the beginning of the game. Hulk. Oof. Hulk is thankful that aspects exist, because his cards, they're there. I'm going to give him the justice aspect. I think Hulk isn't meant to be a flipping character, but if you're not flipping with Hulk, you're having a real sad day. So I think you want that increased hand size by flipping, and that's going to require you to manage threat a little bit, something that sub-optimal Leap will not do for you. So we're super thankful for the justice aspect. Alright, another character that can do it all. We can big hands. We can sneak by. We can wiggle room. You know what we can't do? Deal with flipping every other turn. So we're either going to go with justice or leadership. I think she has an okay ally, but she could use better ones. So we're going to put Miss Marvel being super thankful for her ability to tap into leadership. Doctor Strange. Oh gosh. Does he care about anything? Not really. I think his biggest weakness is that he can't ready enough, and there's a ton of readies in protection. So we're going to put Doctor Strange in protection. It gives him access to more toughs. It gives him access to the ability to ready himself many, many times a turn, which can only do good things as you just spit invocation after invocation after invocation. Super thankful for protection. All right, Captain America. His weakness is definitely not being an all-rounder. That's what I would consider like a leadership weakness. Protection, he's pretty good at. Justice, he's pretty much great at. And aggression, he's also pretty much great at. So he's a pickle. I'm going to put him here in aggression. He's super happy to have things to bring out more minions for him to deal with, so his double tap becomes even more important. And he's super happy that Press the Advantage exists. So, not necessarily his weakest deck or like shoring up his weakness, as his weaknesses are very small, similar to Doctor Strange. Alright, let's move on to Red Skull and Wave 1. This is going to be a really long video if I don't start not battling at each character, but you never know how it goes. Alright, let's start with Scarlet Witch. She places a lot of danger on the group, and nothing helps danger more than leadership. Real big allies. I think the reason I think Wanda is thankful for leadership is she doesn't know what kind of chaos she's going to cause. Her chaos might be extra threat, it might be all sorts of horrible things, but whatever it is, leadership's there to handle it. So, thanks, leadership. Ant-Man. We're going to put Ant-Man. He's got such great stuff. He's super survivable. I'm going to put him under thwarting. I think thwarting is Ant-Man's biggest weakness, and he could use some help there. Quicksilver. What do you not like? You don't like getting hit in the face and dying. So I think I'm going to actually say that your most thankful aspect is protection. You get extra readies, which is always fun with Quicksilver. The more readies, the more better. But also, right, your low hit point value becomes less important. You can still use that defense and ready on the villain turn, but have a lot of fun. Alright. Wasp. Wasp is pretty much great at everything, but I'm going to put her under Justice because I think she operates best when she flips and takes advantage of her ability to shuffle in mental resource cards. So we'll throw her under Justice, see where it goes. Alright, we got a lot of Justice. We got to find some characters that like aggression. Who needs help with aggression? Hawkeye, you need help with protection. Let me tell you, you have a very low health pool. I know this very well. And your Nemesis set likes to snipe you off the face of the earth. So anything you can do to keep yourself at full health and to throw allies and chumps and 2-cost cheap things in front of your way, the better, bud. Okay, Spider-Woman, what is she super thankful for? She's just happy aspects exist because she belongs in all of them. I think I'm going to put her under aggression. She does have a great aggression event, but I think that if there's something that she can struggle with, it's just a puke dump of minions happening on the board and not being able to wipe them all out. So having some AoE damage and having some overkill damage can only help Jessica. Alright, we are into the Guardians of the Galaxy wave. Rocket, he is super thankful for aggression, but we're doing like opposite state today. It's like, what is Rocket's big weakness? It's not justice. I think it's actually protection. Rocket really can struggle if he gets hit in the face too much. And I mean, everybody can, right? Getting hit in the face kind of hurts. But with his ability to want to summon minions and like have things to kill, it can only get worse. All right, Venom. I'm also going to put Venom under protection. I think his biggest weakness is that he starts to do self-damage to himself. He's got a ton of things to handle minions and to do the aggression thing. He's really good at leaning into justice, but he definitely could use some help with some healing. Alright, we've got 4 more characters in the Galaxy's Most Wanted wave. Gamora. Gamora is super happy and thankful that leadership exists because she is used to stuffing her deck full of attack events and defense events and thwart events, but she is not used to shoving her deck full of allies. So having the best allies in the game can only help Gamora out. Alright, Star-Lord. Yeah, let's go with Justice. You're playing Star-Lord, you're going to summon a lot of bad guys. You're probably going to have to flip. So let's make sure we can handle that main scheme and, just deal with it. It'll be fine. All right, Drax. Drax is super happy that leadership exists. Drax's biggest weakness is getting set up. So having some allies to, keep him afloat while he's setting up can be really good. You're probably going to want to be face tanking with Drax. So you might think protection would also be, Night Nurse exists. He needs to go in protection. You can see I'm really afraid of thwarting out and dying here. That's a personal problem. He just sucks at everything. No, I'm just kidding. He's pretty fun. I'm going to put Groot under... I don't think he needs more damage. I'm going to put him under Justice. I think he needs some help thwarting. I think Groot can only get stronger. And can only do better the longer the game goes. So he can use his secondary economy more. And you're going to need some stability in order to do that. Alright. Nebula. Nebula likes to flip. We're just going to throw her right under... Well, maybe Justice doesn't shore up her weakness then. No, I actually think Nebula needs to go on aggression. Nebula flips a lot, and her sequencing can be a little weird. It depends on what techniques you draw. So if you're not drawing the ones that are going to help you take care of minions, you might have to flip down and let those minions live. And when you flip back up, you're going to have to make sure to remove those puppies before it's a problem. So we're going to put Nebula as super thankful for aggression. She's also just very angry. Surge does that to you. Surge Brain. Spectrum. Whoa, Scarlet Witch. Where did I pull you out of? I don't even remember at this point. I'm pretty sure I had you in leadership. Spectrum. You are super happy about, you got a form for everything. I think we're going to put you under leadership as well. Leadership can synergize with whatever you need, whatever form you're not stuck in. I think that's my biggest problem with Spectrum is she has these great abilities and these great stats, but if I'm in the wrong form at the wrong time, it doesn't add up. So having allies to shore that up can be a-okay. Mad Titan Shadow Wave. Adam Warlock. I think we're going to put him under aggression. I think he is really happy that all the aspects exist because he has to love all his children equally. But I feel like when I'm using his Battle Mage ability, I tend to use the aggression one a lot. So maybe those cards aren't very good for him, but I like seeing them in my hand because damage be damage. Alright. War Machine, you are a flipping character and you love to have really horrible thwart while you're flipping. So I think you really need some help from Justice. There's other aspects that you could fit into, but I think the thing that shores you up the best is Justice. And again, we'll do 2 more. Then we're 3 cycles in, so we'll remind everybody how we're ranking these things or giving them their thankful pairings for this glorious Turkey Day. Vision. You just suck. I'm just saying that because it'll make certain people mad. What is Vision's great? Let's put you back down here. I don't want to think about you right now. Let's talk about someone we super know. Valkyrie, your biggest weakness is thwart. You know this. I know this. So let's just say that, helping you not lose the game in 2 turns is probably pretty important. Valhalla forever. Whatever. Vision. Okay, now we gotta place him. Ugh. He's got such interesting hooks. I think it depends on the deck you're building with Vision. And for that reason, I think I'm gonna put him under aggression. Because yes, he can jump into a form where he gets to basically ignore minions, but then if he wants to start dealing damage, he's going to have to hop into that other form and have a way to AoE, take care of these minions, and ideally take advantage of that. So I think that his biggest weakness is letting things get out of control by trying to be too cute. You hear me, Vision? Okay, 3 cycles in. Again, happy Thanksgiving. We are picking the aspect from the hip of me, from my hip, of what weakness each hero has and which aspect helps shore that up the most. Nova. You are super fun. Probably my favorite hero from this wave. Let's wait on you. Ghost Spider. You do not like threat being placed, and you are going to get placed under Justice. Explanation here. A lot of this shoring up a hero's weakness is geared towards solo play. In solo play, it turns out Justice really strong. But still, Ghost Spider's 1 thwart really sets her back in being able to maintain the main scheme, especially as we get into these scenarios where you're progressing by 2 per turn right from the start. She can just fall behind. Miles, do you have weaknesses? Not really. Maybe? I'm going to put you under... Gosh, you have Toughen, kid. We're going to put you under Leadership. If you don't get a signature ally, for that, I'm sad, because allies are the best card type ever. So you need more of them. Leadership. You heard it here first. Ironheart. You need more time, but I think you need more time in more of a leadership way than a justice way. Stayed up too late making these videos. So you can definitely play Ironheart and Justice to give her time to build up her suit. But I think leadership suits her better because you get a little bit of thwarting and a little bit of blocking for if you do have to jump into hero form to get some stuff done. I also just don't like how many characters are in Justice right now because we're not even halfway through the game. It's kind of embarrassing. Alright, we've got 3 more characters in the Sinister Motives wave. And then we've got our 3 mutant waves. We're rocking and rolling. Spider. Your hand size is small. You like setup, but all systems go, you're pretty amazing. I still think I'm going to say that aggression is your weakness. If you get forced into having to flip and heal, if you get forced into I don't know. I feel like I always struggle with minions when I'm playing as Spider. It's probably because I'm not as good at playing these intricate, tons of decisions characters as other people I know. But I just appreciate having something to take care of those minions or something to give me bonuses off of them, ideally. Spider-Ham. The king of being good at all things. I think as a true cartoon, you're going to take a lot of damage from, internet trolls yelling about you being a cartoon, but also from your ability in making toon counters. So you're probably going to want to heal up that damage without having to waste your toon counters or go to alter ego form and recover. So let's just, bring some med teams instead. Okay, Nova, my friend. You're great at getting rid of minions. You're great at thwarting low threat size schemes. You're okay at protection. I think we're going to go with protection. I hate using my hero activation in the villain phase in general, but I really hate it with Nova. It works great if I can get all those readies off with him, but sometimes it's just a pain in the butt. Also, a force field projection, amazing card, but there's not enough of them in the deck, and not enough ways to procure them for him to really be sustainable. So, for that reason, I think giving him some protection could be good. He's got a helmet, but, you gotta replace your kids' bikes' helmets every once in a while. Okay. Mutant Genesis. We're doing it. Who do we know from the Mutant Genesis wave that has a weakness? Ain't nobody. We're missing characters in the Mutant Genesis wave. Get over here, Gambit. Get over here, Rogue. What are you doing over there? Oh my gosh. I think they're on the X-Force. Rogue, you need flavor. Is that a column that I get to give her? No. I think Rogue's biggest weakness is that her theme works best when you ignore it and you just play her powerful cards. But the way to shore up that lack of fun is by having aspected allies with all sorts of traits, which leadership has in spades. So I'm going to put her under leadership. All right. Cyclops. I think with Cyclops, I'm probably going to put him under Justice. I think he's got lots of great thwarting potential, but he really likes to flip. Like, it is pivotal to his card advantage to be able to flip. He's obviously got great leadership hooks, and they're not really... I mean, I guess that's shoring up his weakness still of needing to flip, but I think Justice is the underplayed place for him. So, he's still thankful for it, but maybe doesn't use it as much as normal. Sorry, kicking card boxes with my feet here. Alright, we are in Mutant Land here. Phoenix. Phoenix is super fun. I think she's actually incredibly powerful. No, not aggression or justice. I don't think she has problems with either of those. I think her biggest problem is just not knowing what the problem is going to be and being in the wrong form, being unleashed or not unleashed or restrained at the wrong time. So we're going to put her in leadership, that sort of jack of all trades aspect that can shore up whatever she needs. All right. Colossus, another character that loves to flip, that sucks at thwarting. Let's put him right there. We're thankful for you too, sir. Shadowcat doesn't suck at thwarting, doesn't suck at defending, doesn't suck at attacking. Gosh, she's just all around great. Sounds like a character that is super happy about leadership, which is funny because they really try to force Shadowcat to be the leader of the X-Men as many times as possible, despite all of her decision-making capabilities. Shadowcat stands are getting real mad at me now. Storm, an actual leadership character. The 90s in me is coming out. I think Storm doesn't need to flip a ton, and she has pretty good thwart potential. I think she's got plenty of damage. I'm going to put her here under protection. She's got some protection-y things in her kit. Flash freeze and things like that, but none of them are like amazing. So I think that she could really use some sustainability, especially in solo, and that helps her maintain the form she wants to be in. She might fall under that leadership, doesn't know what the problem's going to be, but whatever shows up, Murphy's Law tells me I'll be in the wrong form. But I find to die a lot to villain attacks in Storm. And life in general. Alright, Wolverine. Amazing at aggression. Amazing at sustainment. Amazing at justice. Again, Marvel wants him to be a leader, so let's just make him one. Thanks, Logan. Gambit. Gambit. I think Gambit as well is going to get put under protection. He's got a great defense stat, but I feel like most of his cards really want to synergize and really wants to focus on him thwarting or dealing damage. But he really has this great ability to defend that goes untapped because not most of his kit revolves around it. So I think that while he could just, do a base defense and move on, I think it's a weakness in his arsenal. On to next evolution. Deadpool. My gosh. I wish I could, make 4 copies of him and just say he's thankful for everything, because he would be. In true Deadpool fashion, we're just going to put him in red for colors. Thanks, Deadpool. X-23. She's kind of great at everything again. I think I'm going to put her under protection. The more sustainment she has, the less taking damage, really causes problems for her. So she's thankful for protection. And we're kind of balancing our columns here, so hopefully we have some characters that are excited about aggression pretty soon. Cable. Cable is a thwarting machine. He is okay at defending. He's great at leading. I think I'm going to put him under aggression. He takes some time to set up, but he can maintain the threat while he's doing that and sit in hero form. But not if he's got to maintain minions and all that other jazz. So if he's got some minion disabling abilities, that could be good. Domino. She's super thankful for whatever aspect has the most wild cards. And I don't know what that is. But if I had to guess, it would be leadership. I also think that, leadership is not her weak suit, because she comes with more than one ally in her hero kit. And she has this whole posse hook that just like goes wild. She's got her pistols, which can be really great. I think we're going to put Domino under Justice. She's really good at protection. She's really good in aggression. And I'm not trying to pick her weakest deck, but I'm trying to pick the deck that I think in solo, or the aspect that in solo would help shore up her kit the most. And for me, I think it's thwarting with Domino, even though she's a great all-arounder in general. All right, Archangel, let's put you over here in protection. I think you tend to push a little hard and ignore the board. And when that happens, some sustainment is what you need. You only need one more turn to win, so just slap down a med team and heal yourself, and then go for the gut next turn. Psylocke loves Justice. Doesn't super need it. I think we're going to put her with Leadership. I think Leadership shores up, or sort of rounds out her kit. She has lots of strengths in all sorts of areas, so whatever area you're lacking in, hopefully an ally can help you fix that problem. All right, we've got Bishop, Magik, Jubilee, Iceman, Nightcrawler, and Magneto left. And I've only played like 6 games with Magneto, so my opinions on him are that I like him, but I'm not really sure what his weak spot is, so we'll see. All right, let's start with Iceman. I think you could use some help from thwarting. I think you do have a great thwart event, but your base thwart is a little bit lacking. A lot of times you focus on doing your base activations to apply Frostbite, which means you're not getting to use your thwart stats, so you can get a little bit behind on threat. Jubilee, not worried about you yet. Bishop, let's just say sometimes you fly too close to the energy sun. Just taking a lot of damage to try to get those resource cards can lead to Bishop running into problems and needing to heal. So I'm going to put him under protection. Protection isn't particularly a great solo aspect, but it can be, especially with the card pool nowadays. So I think he works out well there. Nightcrawler, I think you... Not a problem. Not really a problem. We're going to put you in Justice as well. I think this is kind of our catch-all. If you're an all-arounder, you usually end up in Leadership or Justice. And with Nightcrawler, I feel like it's a little bit more towards the Leadership or the Justice side, because you don't have as big of a problem with defending. Minions are certainly not a problem. So we're gonna give you a little bit of boost in Thwartland. All right, Jubilee, let's make a decision on you. I mean, I think she's great. I think she could use a little bit more firepower. I think Jubilee is okay at thwarting. I think she's fine in Leadership. You know what? No, she needs protection. Isn't just like surviving. It's like defending and doing all these neat tricks. We're going to stick to our guts and put her in aggression. I think that Jubilee can do fine in Justice. She can do fine in Leadership. She has access to all sorts of things. But swarmed boards are something she can struggle. All right, Magneto. Aggression, probably not a problem. Justice, Leadership, obviously not a problem. You know what? I think I actually will put Magneto in Leadership. I think he's another all-around character that has hooks into everything. So it's just about drawing the right cards at the right time. And drawing a Maria Hill is never going to hurt you. You're never going to be sad about a chump block, two thwart, and a card draw. So let's put him there. And Magik, our final character. Magik is also really good at everything, but she takes some time to get set up. And I think she shores that up best with Justice. So we are going to put Magik in the Justice camp and say that these are the aspects that the heroes of Marvel Champions are thankful for on Thanksgiving of 2024. Thanks for joining me super late at night. Probably shouldn't have stayed up this late and should have gone to bed instead, but want to be really thankful for all of you that watch my videos and for all the heroes that I get to play in Marvel Champions. We'll see you this Saturday for a Fave 5s video. See ya.